Hi everyone and welcome back. So today I have a Halloween project share. I did quite a few projects for some Happy Mail and I just want to come and share with you all what I made. As you can hear, my little helper's here. Alright, so don't mind my hands. I do have glue and ink on them. Alright, so let me start. So first I made an embellishment box, and this embellishment box primarily uses the Spellcast paper pad here. I used chipboard from that collection. This is Target chipboard. I just added glitter to this pumpkin. This tool bow was gifted to me by Ebony, who is sharing more. I have a crepe paper rosette here with some gold sparkly tulle behind it. I added in some K & Company gems. This ink is a thickers pack I picked up from Tuesday morning. And this black piece is from an old Recollections paper pad that I've had in my stash for a long time. It's like a bunch of laser cut pages. And then on the edges, I use Stays On ink. And since like you don't get a clean lay of the ink on there, it gives it texture. You can kind of see through it. So I thought that was a nice little touch, since it is a Halloween project. And then I went over it with some Moxie black glitter. Alright, so that is the front. Oh, also, sorry, there's this Happy Haunting, and that's one of the flat stickers from the Spellcast sticker set. Then in the inside, I used another page from the Spellcast as well as the thickers. Or chipboard stickers, sorry. And here is my embellishment box. Just a lot of pom-poms, some bats, different sequins mixes. I cut up some of those chipboard pieces. These chipboard pennants are from a My Mind's Eye collection that I've recently seen in Tuesday morning. Flowers, more of those Target stickers. Some cute little spider paper clips that were gifted to me. Bows from Heidi Swap, tassels, and some ribbon. So that is my embellishment box. Next, I made this mini embellishment book, and I used some black chipboard from Spellbinders I hauled. It was like $3 for 6 pages, 2 of each in different colors. So I used that, and this book measures 3 3/4 by 5.5, I think. And the paper used in this book is this Haunted Hollow paper pad. I picked this up in 2017, so not sure you can find that anymore, but I love it. I've had it and I try to stretch it for my Halloween projects. So I just matted everything. This big bow is the Pink and Main extra large bow. I shared on my Instagram they had a sale on Labor Day, and I got my bow less than a week. These are more that K & Company rhinestones sheet, and then I have some tulle here. And I will say I matted most of the pages here with this multi-purpose adhesive spray from the Dollar Tree. I saw Craft Purge share that in a haul, so I decided to try it out, and it just works best with paper. I tried adhering some flowers to a project I'm going to show, and it didn't really stick or anything. It says multi-purpose, but it's pretty good for paper, and it didn't warp, which I liked. This bow is some Heidi Swap sticker paper, but I didn't have any black glitter paper, so I just used it. It's the sticker, like washi. And then this is a Jolie's Boutique skull you can pick up from Tuesday morning. So on the inside, I just matted everything. I used 110-pound cardstock for the pages. So I made another bow using some purple cardstock, and then I used a different backing. I included a few stickers from the Jolie's collection. I have a bunch of these wooden things from Halloween. I picked up grab boxes a few years ago, so I still have Halloween things from that. So there were a ton of these in there, so I'm sharing that. This boo, I was gifted like the rosette portion, and I added a Spellcast sentiment, the chipboard sentiment to the center, and a spiderweb to the back. I was also gifted this tag, so this is not my work, but the person I'm sending it to really loves Halloween, so I figured it's better off in the hands of someone who really loves Halloween instead of just in my project box. I have another one of those Halloween veneers, a couple stickers, and then another bow. So I didn't want to make it too chunky because, as you can see, It's already pretty wide, but I think it's very pretty. And then lastly, I have this little chip bag. Obviously, I need to glue this down a little better. But this is that same bow, just with some of that clearance Hobby Lobby glitter paper. And a orange flower, like what's in the embellishment box. I need to go back and add some sparkle. It looks kind of plain. But inside, and this bag I did not make. It was actually gifted to me last year by Ebony. One of our first swaps was Halloween themed. So, I figured I could reuse this, so I held on to it. Alright. So, I have a couple of these spider webs, and I cut it out in 110-pound cardstock. And this is that Doris die that you could pick up from Tuesday Morning recently for $3.99. So, it doesn't actually cut the square, it cuts the inlay. So, if you wanted to make a card or something, you wouldn't have to glue anything. You just cut it out, and you'd have a card. And then I also stamped and cut out a bunch of these Tim Holtz images. Let's see. This is how the packaging looks. I picked it up on clearance 80% off last year after Halloween. So you can stamp the images and it cuts super close. You don't have a ton of a border. You just have to make sure you line it up right. So I cut it out on some watercolor paper so the recipient can color it. But it includes the stamps, dies, and then each one came with an embossing folder. So right offhand, I don't know what goes with what, but and there's also some extra stamps with like sentiments and stuff that don't have a die. But I didn't stamp any of those out. But yeah, so I think I paid maybe less than $2 for each of those. Still, so I got it to add to my collection, and I decided to share some of those. Everything will be fitting inside of this hat. Hopefully you can see it. It kind of fills up the frame. Let me go. There we go. I think it's about 7 inches tall. I was inspired by Ebony again. She recently did a share and she made one of these using Prima paper. And I decided I wanted to do something similar but use it as a Halloween project. I don't know, I saw it and I was like, oh, I could make this kind of spooky. So, it's not too spooky, but it's still pretty. I don't know, I really like it. And it's all spellcast paper for the pattern paper. And then the actual base of this is basil paper. I picked up 12 by 12 stack. I hauled it a while ago. It was like $10 for 25 to 30 colors or something, and it's really sturdy. It's sturdier than like your standard cardstock, so that's why I used it. Not quite 110 pounds, but it's super sturdy. So I put it together. This is a silhouette file, if I did not mention, and the main difference between this file and Ebony's that I saw was that hers came with like a holder that goes inside or something, so you can hold goodies, unless she made that. I could be completely wrong. But this file did not. Again, it was on the Silhouette store. So I just decided to try it out. It took me maybe 30 minutes to cut everything out and put it together. Not too long, not too time consuming. Once you have it together, I was pretty lost as to what I wanted to do. So then I just cut some strips of the 6x6, a couple pages. These are 1/2 inch strips, and then I have some 1/4 inch strips somewhere. And after I put it all down, I was like, it's still kind of pretty. What do I need to do? So I tried my hand at inking. It's not the best, but it definitely gives it that little extra darkness for it to be a Halloween project. Alright, so for my layering, I used a ton of flowers, a lot of embellishments I was gifted. So I will mention those. So I have that same black rhinestones. It's all swirls. So I stuck those around. I have a Target tree, some fun fur in the green and the purple, which were on clearance at Hobby Lobby. This is a Michael's flower. These are alley flowers. These are those little birdie flowers that came in like it was like a box. I picked some of those up. I picked plenty of those up, so I decided to finally use it. And it came with the leaves. These orange flowers were gifted to me by Miss Catherine, who is VI Crafter KB. These feathers were also gifted to me, but these were by from a Grin Design, and they were kind of ivory and beige. I left the tips how they were, and I just inked up to make them black, so they went with the project. This is Jolie's skull. I don't know if I mentioned, but these centers of the flowers, if you look, they came like this, but they had a fall brad. Since it was flat, I just added a stone to the center so I could use it to match this project. And for this one, I added a stone and some glitter. Okay, and then I took some fabric gold glitter spray that I recently picked up from Hobby Lobby on clearance. It was $1.99, and it adds just small hints of gold. I don't know if I mentioned, but this is from Hobby Lobby on clearance. The fashion flowers. It was a box of red and a box with red and black, sorry, but it came without glitter, and if you can see that, the spray adds just a small hint of shine. So yeah, that is everything, and the best part of this is that all my creations fit inside. So even though it didn't come with the bottom part, I can still slide everything in. Carefully. And I need to re-adhere that this little goodie bag, the bottom came apart before I put it in, but it fits. And when I mail it, it'll keep its shape. So even if, I would hate for it to get crushed, but if the worst happens, it should still keep its shape because something is inside of it. But yeah, here is my Halloween hat. And I hope the recipient loves it. She loves Halloween. So that is all that I have. Again, I made the little mini embellishment book and the embellishment box, and then a bag of die cuts I didn't make, but I decided to reuse. Alright, so that is all that I have. Thank you for watching and have a good day.